2012 USA Football created head of football as the National Higher Health and Safety Program. 2 years later, with 5,500 youth organizations and nearly 1,000 high school conducted the program, representing a total of 1 million players. USA football offers parent player coaches information.
I'm not going to say anything when you're done with the players. I'm just leading you into players.
Right, then when the last time did something?
Then that's when it stops.
Yep, and then they'll cut it. He's going to have cookies.
International Federation of American Football on Facebook and find them on Twitter at IFAFofficial. Use the hashtag IFAFW215 when tweeting about the game. If you're a fan of youth or high school football, prove it, like and following and retweet USA Football at the news in Q1. Visit us on Facebook. Facebook.com/USA and on Twitter at
He's going to search us the replay.
You're looking for one-stop shop for football strategies and
Yeah, okay. I thought he was going to show us the
football content for parents, players, and coaches.
Tom, okay.
Football creates a better and safer game for all. USAFootball.com. And finally, did you know that USA Football annually awards more than $500,000 in equipment grants and children's grants?
Are we using IFAF, or do we need to say the whole
IFAF. You can say IFAF.
You get an IFAF. Apply for a USA Football grant by visiting USAFootball.com.
Slap that on there. Yes.
Is this the Mexican play? What's your highlights? They disrupted that American basketball that's forcing America to several first half turnovers. They're trailing 10-6. Just cannot get the offense going the second half. This is all USA. No, that's good.
Be there?
I'll be here.
Just hold that.
Can you hold that up a little bit more?
Not that way.
Hold that like that as well.
Yeah.
Thank you. You got the camera right there.
Yep. But we'll be able to see that monitor views.
Yeah, we're over here a little bit more. The one that's pointed at us.
Hey, I can ship this one so you got black behind it. Yeah, I'm gonna come this way about a step. A little more.
Good.
Sure, let's do it. Check, check, check. Welcome to Canton, Ohio for the IFAF 2015 World Championships. Hi again, everybody. In the shadows of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, we are in day 3, round 3 action. Winner of today's matchup between the number Japan team and the number 3 Mexico team head to the gold medal round. Looking forward to that. Joining me is Troy Richardson. Troy, interesting. When I think of Japan, I think of Mexico. I want to think baseball, but these are a couple of pretty good ball teams.
These are two football teams that have met 3 times previously. Japan winning all 3 contests in international competition. Let's take a look back at these teams in previous games. First off, for Mexico against the United States, came out, set a tempo early with a first half defensively, just could not manage to get the offense going as they went down to defeat the United States. Japan, same defensively, forcing the U.S. into several first half turnovers, and it finally took a trick play for them to reach the end zone as they were down in defeat to the United States as well.
For both of these teams to advance to the gold medal game, have to count on a couple of very big players. One on the defensive side of football, one on the offensive side. Stars to watch are full of good ones.
Well, right here you've got Octavio Gonzalez. They call him the Thor of the Mexican team, and he wields that warhammer from the defensive line position. The man he's got to try to stop, Shohei Kato. He leads high-octane attack of Japan, coming off a record-setting performance in the first-round loss to the United States.
Welcome to Canton, Ohio for the IFAF 2015 World Championship. Hey again, everybody. In day 3, round 3 action. Winner.
Headset. Check 1, check 1.
All right, I got a tendency to get loud when it gets exciting, so bear with me.
You're just like the other lenders working here the other day as well.
So I'll get cranked up if something happens. So bear with me. All right. Let's see. Let's take a look at today's starting lineups. First of all, for Japan, they've got an outstanding quarterback in Shohei Kato, 28 of 49, 273 yards, 2 interceptions against the U.S.
As you take a look here at this Mexican team, they run a very intricate style of offense, giving the quarterback a lot of freedom to change the play at the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 5th IFAF World Championship at Convention Hall Stadium. The game is being streamed live on ESPN3 to American football fans throughout the United States, as well as on ESPN International and
Who's directing?
Dean.
Is that you, Dean? Okay, buddy. Hey, I didn't see anything on those player previews, but I should be able to plug that in right when we come back, right? And say, hey, those player previews brought to you by Rydell, official helmet. And then, okay. And then you want to you go to head coaches, right? I'm going down this. We're going to head coaches next. Okay. Where was the other reads he wanted? Oh, that's it.
It's just a big time sports.
Those only ones?
That's just for Charlie. Dean will tell me when he wants the red.
Yes, I need more. I'm like you, man. I need a glass. I need like that glass wall. I fill the thing.
Well, have you been getting all the emails and everything?
Yeah, and I go through them, but ironically, the 2 teams I needed, 2 teams, I didn't get any of it.
They didn't send that stuff till like later on.
Yeah.
That's how it's pretty much been going.
So I'm like, okay.
The coach's last name is Mori. That's not his first name. It's his
yeah.
Kiyoshi
Mori. Raul Sanchez.
Is it Sanchez?
That's what I had on one.
Raul Riviera is what he goes by.
Is it Sanchez Riviera?
Yeah, but he goes by Raul Riviera. And he is land of the rising sun. Yeah, he knows to come back.
By head coach Raul Rivera. Please welcome Mexico.
Welcome to Canton, Ohio for the IFAF 2015 World Championships. Hi again, everybody. In the shadows of the Pro Football Hall of Fame, we are in Day 3, Round 3 action. Winner of today's matchup between the number 2 Japan team and the number 3 Mexico team will head to gold medal round. Looking forward to that. Joining me is Troy Richardson. Troy, interesting game. When I think of Japan and I think of Mexico, I want to think baseball. But these are a couple of pretty good football teams.
These are two pretty good football teams that have met 3 times previously. Japan winning all 3 contests in international competition. Let's take a look back at these teams in their previous game. First off, for Mexico against the United States, came out, set a tempo with a great first half defensively. Just could not manage to get the offense going as they went down to defeat to the United States. Japan, same story defensively, forcing the U.S. into several first half turnovers, and it finally took a play for them to reach the end zone as they went down and defeat the United States as well.
For these teams to advance to the gold medal game, they're going to have to count on a couple of very big players. One on the defensive side of the football, one on the offensive side. Stars to watch or good ones?
Well, right here you've got Octavio Gonzalez. They call him the Thor of Mexican team, and he wields that warhammer from the defensive line position. The man he's got to try to stop, well, that's Shohei Kato. He leads the high-octane attack of Japan, just coming to a record-setting performance, first-round loss to the United States.
Those player profiles brought to you by Rydell Official Football Equipment of IFAF. And we're set kickoff. Glad to have you along with us. It's turning into a beautiful day in Canton, Ohio. Let's throw away from the Football Hall of Fame, Tom Benson Stadium. Taking a look at these teams setting to kick off. That's Mexico. Helmets and the green uniforms with the tops set to receive in their white top uniforms. Red pants is Japan. Mexico coming in as the number 3 seed. Japan number 2 seed. These teams met 3 times before in the World Championship Series, with Japan winning all of them. This was deep into the end zone, and it's going to be brought out all the way across the 20, near the 25. Ball comes loose. Scramble is on. And bringing it from deep out of the end zone for Japan was Noriaki Kinoshita. Let's see. Seems to think they have it. Officials are down there digging it out. They're looking, still looking. They can see the conversation. There it is. Japan will maintain possession. And I think, let's take a look now at the coaches for both of these teams. First of all, for Mexico, Raul Riviera. There's a good look at him. And for the Japan team, they've had a lot of success, and part of the reason is their head coach, Kiyoyuki Mori.
Talked to Coach Mori the other day. He coaches in the prestigious X League in Japan. He wanted to on here using their speed, quickness, try to get into open space, and that's one things you'll see with the spread attack of the Japanese. It utilizes their speed in the open field.
They are spread, 4 receivers, both left and right. Second man on the receiving end is a nice catch by Kurihara. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First of all, offensive side. He's brought to you by Seed Sports. You can see the quarterback, Kato. He's a good one. Impressive offensive line. And not to be mobile to be able to run the spread offense. They'll throw. He set a new record, throwing it 9 times in the loss to the U.S. Back to pass. Now this is Takata. At quarterback, throws it out into the flag bubble screen. It's complete. And that is caught to Kinoshita. Let's take a look at the defense. First of all, for Mexico. Again, brought to you by Seed Sports. And keep an eye on the big fella, number 3, Octavio Gonzalez.
You know, Octavio Gonzalez, they call him the Mexican Thor, and he wields that warhammer from the defensive line position. He's hoping to get an NFL tryout here. And for this Mexican team, they've got 4 players that have played on NFL practice squads.
And again, seeing a different quarterback in that is Tetsuo Kato. So I'm not sure if Kato got hit on that first thing. Break tackle, headed the other direction across the 40. Do they have the angle? Nope. I don't think so. Just like that, Japan is on the board.
There's that strike offense of the Japanese. Their job is to get the ball in space, make one person miss, and take all the way to the end zone. As you see the Japanese fans having a lot to celebrate here early on as we take at the replay. Nice job of sitting in the pocket, checks his receivers, makes the 1-man, 2-man miss. Guess what? Nobody has the angle on Kurihara, and he takes it all the way for the touchdown.
Takashi Kirihara, he had catches for 15 yards. That's the biggest one of his career, I've got to believe, especially in this kind of a situation and environment. He goes 70 yards for the touchdown. On to attempt the extra point for Japan is Taro Seki. And the kick is up and good. First possession for Japan on 3rd and 5. They score for 70 yards out. They take the lead 7-0 at the 10:42 mark.
We're going to get another look here at the down. Another different angle. Look, checks down his receivers, cover, checks to the forehand, sits in the dead spot, makes one man miss, second man doesn't have the tackle, and he is all the way for pay dirt.
And again, Takashi Kirihara. There he is. Look at the young man. Look, where's the oxygen?
He started playing ball in junior high after seeing the Super Bowl one time.
Ah, there you go.
Showed Russell works at IBM.
Extra point is good. That time of possession, just a mid-hand. They were staring at a 3rd and 5. Again, Shohei, the guy who set all records in the law against the United States, took the first snap, and then coming in and actually leading that drive after that was Tetsuo Takada.
And a lot of times, Takada comes in, you'll see him go more to a stone set triple option, but that time showing good poise in the pocket.
Did a nice job being his wide receiver, and then he let him make the play. Kirihara, electrified 75-yard touchdown run. Mexico will get their first opportunity on offense. That return was brought out near the 20-yard line. See where they spotted as we take at the offense of to you by Seed Sports. And again, let's keep an eye on Roberto Vega. This is a team that really struggled to run the football, and I got to believe they're going to come out and try to establish some kind of running game to see if they can get back on track after gaining negative yards against the United States in their first game of the World Championship.
Well, talking with Coach Riviera the other day, one of the things he wanted to focus on is the strength he thinks of his offensive line play, Tom, and they want to try to get a good look and try to establish on early.
Here's the handoff, try to get to the perimeter. Good fill, coming up and making a nice open field tackle near the line of scrimmage. Coming out of the backfield defensively for Japan. That looked like it was Shida. We take a look at the defense of Japan. And again, they'll play the 4-3. Defensive backs are expected to come up and help out often. They have a lot of tackles, and they needed them in that game against the United States. There was a young man coming up, Takeshi Ayak. Here's the handoff, left side, breaking one tackle, but being wrapped up. And again, early Mexico trying to test perimeter and have been unable to get to the corner.
That's a great job of pursuit there from Japanese defense as they all take care of their responsibility. One thing, talking with the Japanese coaches and players, they talk about discipline, knowing your responsibilities. You get a good there at head coach Mori, who also coaches in X League in Japan, but it's discipline. It's the mindset of the Japanese culture, and you're seeing it here early defensively.
With 3 receivers to the near side, that's the wide side of the field. Bottom of your screen looks that way. Has a man there and has it, but pull it in. Would have had enough yardage for the first down, but unable to come up with catch for Mexico was the wide receiver, Andres Salgado.
Fujimoto coming up and making the big hit here, jar ball loose, and we saw this in the last game. You got to hold on to that ball. Know the hit's coming. You got to look it in, tuck it away. That was enough for the first down. That would have moved the change. But a nice hit by the Japanese defense.
Good job by Fujimoto to come up and make the stop and pry that ball loose. As you can see, the wide receiver looking downfield, turning his head as the ball arrived. Driving punt taken at the 30-yard line. Near side, now stepping inside, finding some blocks across the 40 to the 45 is Junpei Yashimoto on the return for Japan, and he'll give them outstanding field position. Second possession of the ball game for Japan. If you just they scored on their first possession, an electrifying 70-yard touchdown reception for their better wide receiver, Takashi Kirihara. And it's still at quarterback. It's Takada. Takada from the shotgun. Hands off, trying to inside trap. Boy, nice build up. Good yardage. Boy, you see that big offensive line for Japan paying off as they walled off the right side of the defense. Allow good running room. And 4 yards. They'll give a 3.5. We'll call.
As you take a look here at the replay, nice by the tailback. Look patience, following the blocker, doesn't get ahead of him when he feels the contact, covering up both ends of the football. Very good running there by Japan.
Takagi on the carry. He's got 3. They'll make it 2nd and 7. They're at midfield. Second possession. Takata, quitter. Nice catch going back against his body to pull it in. Late flag comes in near 50-yard line. Very close to a first down. Forward progress has first bat down.
Shot block, number 78 and number 57 on the offense. 15-yard penalty, sundown.
So that's going to negate an outstanding catch on the perimeter, again by Kinoshita.
Reception, but it's not going to be for naught. As you're going to try to get a look at the chop block. You see the cut there. Nice pass. I love how the receiver extends to the ball. Good tackle, but we're going to bring that all the way back to the 35-yard line, Tom.
Noriaki Kinoshita, 4 catches, 39 yards against the United States. Looking for Shohei Kato on the near sideline. Not seeing him if he's eligible. He is standing down by the offensive court, so either something they didn't look, they're going with Kata, and so far paid off. But as I say that, this pass is batted down.
Nice job there. They bring up the strong safety on the blitz. Pass goes up in the air. Does a nice job of batting it down. Good call by the Mexican defense. Taking it to the Japanese off. You see here, he's going to come right off the edge. Coming off on the blitz, gets the hand. Nice job there by the defensive end getting the knockdown.
Good read. If you can't get to the quarterback, get hands up, get in the pass lane. And that's our play watch from our pregame. And he is a good one.
Octavio
Gonzalez got his hands on that. So penalty in the incomplete pass brings up a 3rd and 22 for Japan. Rolling near side. Got a man in the flat. He wants to go deep. Traffic. 4 different Mexican defenders able to come up with it. The pass intended for Noriaki Kinoshita.
Good coverage there by the Mexican defense. Obviously a little bit easier to cover when it's 3rd and 20. A nice job of flowing the quarterback, sitting right in the lane. Nice hit. Even if he catches it, not enough for a first down.
It's a great shot right here. You can see the quarterback focused in on his receiver. Really almost aware of some of those defenders that were coming from the center of the field. Lucky that wasn't interception. So Japan, after another first possession, forced to punt in their second possession of the game. Driving kick. Wind is blowing sideline to sideline. And this is a pretty nice punt, and it will force Mexico to take over inside their own 20-yard line. 7:49 remaining, 7-0. We're in the first quarter. Glad to have you with us. The sun is coming out, clouds are breaking up, and it's a beautiful day here in Canton, Ohio, in the shadows of Pro Football Hall of Fame. 48-yard punt for Japan, and Mexico will take her. See, they're going to spot it out of bounds at their own 18. It'll be 1st and 10. Vega back at the controls for Mexico. Okay, with 4 wide receivers. 2 to the wide side, 2 to the near side. Turns, hands off, big hole, running room across the 20, near the 25, falling forward to the 26-yard line.
Good blocking up there by the offensive line of Mexico. Just a little bit of a zone reader. Just see him reading the still there by his tackle. Makes the cut up, able to pick up 9 yards. Going to set up a 2nd and short.
Irving Alamia. Alamia with the kick for Mexico. He's the man in motion to the bottom of your screen. Looking, second read. Now he's going to put it up for grabs, but it's going to be out of bounds along the near sideline. Pass intended for Mexico's Andres Salgado.
I like that call, Tom. It's 2nd and short. Take a chance to go uptown. See if you can beat him deep. You still got another chance here at the shot at the short run.
And a handoff goes inside. It's going to be very close. Let's see where they spot it. Parker coming from the far sideline. It's going to be looked at it.
First down here.
It's going to be a first down for Mexico. Their first down of the contest. As they air it out near side. Nice reception with running room. Along the near side is Roma. Raul San Roman has been running room, and he got Mexico in Japanese territory for the first time this afternoon. Nice reception, 26 yards on the pitch and catch.
Nice job there by Roman. Does a nice job making the catch. But at yards after reception, he's picked nice blocks downfield. 1 tackle. Keep extending up another 15 yards. Getting into Japanese territory.
Roberto Salazar with an outstanding block along the near sideline that freed him up an additional 15. They'll try the same way other side, but this one is well overthrown. Good read on the far side offensively also. Up Fujimoto out of the defensive backfield.
I think we're going to have holding here called on the offensive line for Mexico.
Oh, number 65, offense. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Not the situation you want if you're Mexico. Now you're looking at first 20, back up inside your own side of the field. Got to keep trying to get the ball in space, make some miss. I like the offense here that Mexico's running. They need to keep going their run game a little bit.
Now, right now, they're trying to spread this defense out, see if they can't get the linebackers to start reading to the outside. They've worked it well, but now let's see if they overcome the self-inflicted wound of the holding penalty. The pass, Vegas his man out of the backfield. It caught, brought down near midfield for Mexico is Alan Rosado.
Once again, nice short pass. Good suit here by Japan. Mexico game goes on. They might try to go to some type of reverse to use that suit against them. As you see, get a good, nice job looking at Vega, the back. Nice catch, good tackle, but the pursuit by Japan. Mexico at some point in this game is going to try to reverse and use that for Mexico against them.
Taru Hirasawa to stop defensively. You're going to see a lot of different folks out here. These teams tired playing 3 games in a matter of 9 days. This pass a little bit underthrown, and all of a sudden the offensive end for Salgado for Mexico has to turn into a defender to keep it being intercepted. In position belong to Atsifa Judah.
As you take a look at it here on the replay, he just unheaves this one, courts it. Nice job here by the offensive player, getting away, stopping the pick. Would have been a punt, but it's still going to be about 18 for the Mexican offense.
Salgado defensively or offensively for Mexico had become a defender. 4 receivers set, 3 receivers to the top of the green on the wide side. Near side, a little shovel pass underneath with running room. Breaking a tackle into the secondary goes the running back, Mexico. It's Jonathan Barrera. And Barrera has good yardage, but he's going to be shy of the first down. Let's see if Mexico decides to score.
It's going to make it time here. Nice job, double pass. Good job getting big number 77 out in front of him for the block. It's him up. Decision time here. Going to bring up second and call it 2.
Barrera with a nice run. Double pass inside.
Talking with Vega, the quarterback, the other day, I said, hey, if it's a short yardage situation, whose number do you like to call? He goes, my own.
Well, let's see if he does that. They're going to go for it on 4th, and we'll call it 2. He goes straight ahead. He's got a good push. To be very close. Depend on the spot. It looks as though Vega rolled through and was able to get the necessary yardage.
Like that, a confident quarterback, an honest quarterback as well, picks up the first down yardage.
First down.
And Vega will have first down on 4th yard and a half. Look at a good push by the offensive line.
You know, you stand beside Vega. He stands about 6'3", 215 pounds. Good, strong, powerful quarterback. Described himself more as a pocket passer.
Isai is going to be hit. He loses the football, and it's picked up. Fumble is recovered by Ryota Takahashi. Takahashi has the fumble recovery. Let's see who jarred it loose. Might have been a corner blitz coming to the edge. Let's see.
Came from the backside. Going to see what kind of.
I think it might be Chikama, number 24.
Yep, fights off the block, blows up the quarterback, strips for the football like you're supposed to, and that was Shikara.
Defensive lineman, 5'8", 232 pounds for 24. Mudakasa Shikama with the sack, forcing the fumble, and the recovery belongs to Takahashi. And the best drive of the afternoon so far in the first quarter for Mexico is Dahl on the fumble recovery. Takata to pass, got time, finds an underneath coverage. Pass is complete, trying to slide through 2 tacklers, and he does. Falling forward is Kazuki Kama, and he's got down yardage and then some. He's going to run off the field and put his shoe back on.
Takata here, nice job as a quarterback. I love how he checks down all of his receivers. That was his 4th option, Tom. He does a great job showing patience in the pocket, having faith in his offensive lineman. Mexico got to start dialing up some blitzes and some heat on him and make decisions early.
And thanks to a loosely fitted shoe, he's getting an additional 7 yards and a first down. That was the only thing left of him on the attempt tackle by Mexico.
Nice job there, a quarterback. He read the blitz coming. He adjusts his protection, calls for a play that forces him to roll out away from the hot blitz coming. Job here by the Japanese offense.
Yudayashi on the reception. 6'1", 195 pounds. Had good 5 receptions, 50 yards, and 1 of the touchdowns. He's a favorite target. It's fun to be a receiver if you're going to throw it 49 times, and that's what Japan did in the loss to the U.S. Hand side. Got the trap but not get away, and now help has arrived. Initial hit came from Mauricio Lopez on the back. But help arrived, and Kachi had nowhere to go. Here's C coming off the tackle. Job.
Nice job by Lopez, holding him by the leg. Almost pull off the nut shoe. A good pursuit there by the linebackers for Mexico.
Mauricio Lopez stood at 6'4", 308. That might have been his 7th grade.
That was before breakfast.
2nd down and 10. No gain on that run. They'll try it inside again. This time the handoff goes inside to Taku Lee. Taku Lee, some hard yardage off left tackle. Maybe a couple.
Nice stick.
The stop.
Nice stick there by number 52, Nore, for Mexico. He laid the wood to him, which is to bring up a 3rd and 8 situation for Japan.
So on 3rd down and 8, Takada with 4 receivers. In the backfield, sends the receiver out. He'll look for him underneath coverage, wide open. Does he have enough? And he does. Gets into the secondary, put a nice open field move, and falls forward for a 1st down.
Fly on the play, see what the call is.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 9 on the defense. Half distance to the goal line for the run, automatic down.
Out of Keio University, Taku Lee, the 5'10", 90-pound running back, has 1st down yardage and more. A lot of it is on his own once he got into the secondary, but a good read again by Takada at quarterback.
But look at the protection. Great job here by the offensive line, picking up the blitz, giving Takada time to throw. Hats off to the offensive line for Japan, knowing their assignments. And let me tell you, those blitzes are coming in different positions. You've got to communicate. That center is doing an excellent job of putting out the protection for the O-line. Great job by Japan.
And now penalties have hurt Mexico on both sides of football. As penalty, personal foul, roughing the passer, puts Japan in the red zone.
Timeout, Mexico. That is their 1st half.
Mexico didn't the set or the play they had in, so they're going to timeout. Good call with 2:04 left, coming from their head coach, Kiyo Yukimori, and they lead it 7-0. But Mexico had a drive stalled by a holding penalty, and now a big personal foul, roughing the passer penalty, gives great scoring opportunity to Japan, who is looking to put away Mexico in this series for the 4th time in 4 meetings. They're undefeated in their previous meetings. 2 teams have a history in the gold medal game, where Japan won that. Japan only 2 golds, 1 silver, and 1 bronze in the previous 4 world championships, while Mexico boasts a couple of silver medals. There's the quarterback. Good luck to him. Already 5 of 7, 109 yards and a TD, and right now he only once have I really seen him throw into coverage. For the most part, he's been throwing underneath. He's been finding 2nd, sometimes an even 4th receiver, or even a backfield. He's done a nice job reading the defense of Mexico.
Mexico's got to start making him uncomfortable in the pocket, and they haven't yet. And he's just got plenty of time to sit back and throw.
Takada with the running back option, short side of the field, trying to get to the boundary, ripped out of bounds to 10. They'll get a couple yards. Is the running back, Kosuke Kamiyama.
Nice job on the option there. Good read by the quarterback. Takes it. He feels the defense thing is going to come up. Nice pitch relationship. Gets out there and he's able to pick up 3 yards.
Nice job, point of the attack. Blockers both the guard left tackle for Japan, getting the job done, enabling them to get to the perimeter. 2nd down. They can pick up a 1st down inside the 2 from the shotgun. 3 receivers to your screen right. And now Takada, 1 in. He saw perhaps corner blitz coming. He wanted protection that side because he wants to throw backside. He does, and it's a touchdown. 2nd of the afternoon for Takashi Kurihara.
Kurihara, nice job on the great job by the quarterback here, Takada. What he saw was linebacker coming wide open middle. The corner's playing him heads up. Look how he forces the protection to go to the side. That allows the side slant to get open, and that easy touchdown reception.
Very impressive the way this was set up. You could see the motion of the offensive and the quarterback. Everybody going right. He stops, plants that right foot, and fires a strike to the backside. And Kurihara has his 2nd down of the afternoon. On to attempt the extra point, Shintaro Seki. Seki's kick is up, and it is good. Impressive offensive drive aided roughing the passer penalty by Mexico, and Japan is back on the board for the 2nd time here in the 1st quarter. They lead 14-0.
Not the start that you wanted if you're Mexico, trailing 14-0 here. They've had a chance, Thomas. We've moved the football. Penalties have hurt them, giving the ball back to Japan. Penalties again on the defensive side for Mexico. Japan able to methodically move the ball downfield. But take a look at these averages here. 2 receptions, 2 touchdowns. 80 total. He's only averaging about 40 yards reception. You can't ask for much better than that on the offensive end for the wide receiver of Japan. As they're going to tee it off again here from the hash. One thing with Japan is they take a lot of pride in special teams. run 4 or 5 different kickoffs. They have 2 or 3 different onside kicks. They have 4 or 5 different protections, 4 or 5 different punt attempts. This is a team that not only do they play the game, they're truly students of the game of football. And one of the reasons, up until the U.S. started playing in the an international tournament, it was dominated by Japan.
Came after the turnover that was set up. It's a 51-yard drive, time of possession. And remember, that came after the the sack of the quarterback, and that gave Japan literally half of the play with. And we at Big Time Sports are proud partners with the USA Football and ESPN in producing all 12 USA World Championship games. The Big Time Sports Network brings you the best sports by television, video, mobile app, and online. Catch all the action on Big Time Sports. Go to www.bigtimesportsohio.com or catch us on our mobile at BTS Ohio. It's absolutely free. Download it to your smartphone today. Well, Mexico's got to get something going. It's been a tough first quarter for the Mexican squad. They comes back over the middle. He's got a man. There's a reception. And if down, hopefully that'll breathe some life into this Mexican offense.
Nice job by Vega hanging in the pocket. Once again, when the pass protection is there for Mexico, they can complete the ball. Vega has a very strong arm, hits the man cross middle, but as soon as he catches it, 2 defenders from Japan right make the tackle.
Reception and a nice one by the 5'10", 177-pound Diego Diamantes. Diamantes with the reception. Just gives Mexico the first down.
Draw by Mexico there, and if you watch, Tom, both these teams try to go huddle. They both want to force tempo. I know team with the Mexican head coach, they thought that they might be in a little bit better shape condition-wise than Japan, trying to catch Japan after hangover game playing the U.S.
Quick out pass is a little bit underthrown. Receiver wide open. They had the block downfield that they wanted. The pass was caught, but because he had to literally dive for it, Joseph Olga could do much with it.
And Tom, you made a good point right there. The wide receiver blocking. Talking with the Mexican coaches, talking with the players, they all talk about sacrifice, that Aztec warrior spirit that they have within their team and sacrificing for each other.
Olsen on that reception, couple of yards, and they try the opposite side of the field. Pass intended on the far side.
That's a tough throw to make across your body, across the field. You're looking at it might be a 5 or 7 yard out. You got to throw the ball about 25 yards to get there.
Alejo Trevino unable to come up with it, so it's going to bring up a 4th down. So after a good start to this drive, again, Mexican stalls on a couple of incomplete passes. That's the thing about the team game, and that's spread offense. Something you got to be so perfect. And as we saw that, even though there was completion, because it was behind the receiver, they weren't able to come up with it. Penalty flag comes in as the reception, and the wall is set up nicely near side, and another good return from Japan's Kasi Kamiyama.
Just got a bit aggressive there block-wise for Japan. They're going to get called for the hold, but once again, good special teams play by Japan, trying to set the return. You just can't be so aggressive with your hand play.
Kasuki Kamiyama, not very big, listed 5'6", 176 pounds, but you can see good speed, good gin, especially in the open field. He's been a productive part of the success of this Japan squad. The officials will sort it out as to where it occurred.
Holding number 6 of the ring team. Half the distance from the end of the kick and a first down. Will extend the quarter with 1 untimed down.
Okay, there's the explanation. Well done. And that was my question. Were we going to end the first quarter, or are we going to the untimed single play? And that was answered nicely by our head referee.
Japan going to get their worst field position of the day by far.
Now this is a big series, I think, for Mexico, even though there's plenty of time in this game, but they haven't been able to get much of anything going.
They've got to start. They can't get their offense. Hasn't been gotten into much of a flow. When that happens, got to start creating your offense at the defensive end, creating a turnover in Japan in some bad situations. There's a flex bone set, triple option.
There's the pitch, and again, this is Kamiyama. Kamiyama trying to perimeter, cannot as they stretch field. Well, the first quarter is in the books, and it's been all Japan. Couple of touchdown catches for their standing wide receiver, Takashi Kurihara. That's some good things. There it is. That's right. Showing you the guns. Kurihara. We'll be back with more right after this. First 12 minutes are in the books as we begin quarter number 2 from Canton, Ohio. Glad to along with us, Tom Linder, along with Troy Richardson. Japan dominating the.
I think they're bringing in more of their spread crowd coming in. As you take a look at the total yards here, Mexico 82, Japan 132. When you look at the stats here individually, Japan 7 of 9 passing for 32 yards. Mexico just 4 of 9 for 52 yards.
On 3rd and long, down to his goal line, airs it out. It's got a man, but overthrows him. Pass intended on the far sideline for Hayashi, and he cannot come up. That overthrown. And boy, Takata would love to have that one back because he was wide open. Hayashi.
But there's a pretty big pass rush there coming by big number 98, who doesn't allow him to settle in the pocket very well, and that forces him to throw the ball a little better than he would want to.
Okada did a nice job staying in the heat, that rush, carrying that ball out, but it was the pressure that forced the overthrow and now forces Japan to punt from inside their own end zone. Rolling to his right, kick is off, and it's a good one. And they'll take it at the 50, so Mexico's going to have standing field position. Nice job coming up to collect that ball by Jonathan Herrera.
Well, we talked about it, Tom, how Mexico wasn't getting it done with their offense, so you do something defensively, and they did. They pinned Japan deep, and now the offense is going to get the ball with great field position right at the 50-yard line.
You know, we looked at those first half numbers for Mexico offensively. They're not god-awful. 82 total yards, and you look at 132, Japan 70 of those came on one pass. So Mexico has moved the ball in penalties and turned them. They have to avoid those, obviously, to get back into this ball game. Just underway, head here in the second quarter, and now it running right. And this is a dual threat quarterback. In at quarterback is Raul Sanroman.
Sanroman comes in. He's more of an off quarterback. He's someone going to want to tuck the ball away and be a little bit more mobile. You see him there with the play fake, almost fakes out our and does, and he turned corner just enough to pick up the down.
And they didn't need to block Motoyuki Hirai, who was coming off the side. He was coming off the perimeter. And a play fake. And they were able to run around him. Coming up secondary to make stop. Nice job of the tackle is Isagawa. Defensive back for Japan.
I like bringing in the new quarterback. You're changing your tempo, and this defense has been getting into a against the spread. Now you've got to go against more of a run-style quarterback, an options quarterback, going to make that inside zone read. It's going to force these defenders, especially the defensive ends, to stay at home for Japan.
There's a man in motion. He wants to throw. No time to do it. Again, pressure coming from both sides. Leading the way for Japan was Motoyuki Hirai, and Hirai has the stop and the sack for Japan.
Coming hot right off the edge. No time to throw at all as he just gets the ball. There comes the blitz. Great job by Japan. Good one coming right off the edge by Hari, and he comes through for the kill shot.
So bring up a 3rd down and long. Let's call 14 for Mexico, trying to get something going offensively. And there's the quarterback draw. Picks up a block into the secondary, but read nicely. Now coming off his block to come up out of the secondary is Shoichiro Suzuki. Linebacker does his job coming up to make the field tackle and prevent the first down.
Well, Suzuki drops here a little bit on pass coverage. Sees he's going to come up, and he's going to be in the hole. Great job keeping his feet, wrapping up, making the tackle.
Masayoshi Sakaya did make the stop, but he was instrumental in rerouting the quarterback in the secondary. So bring out the punting unit on 4th and 10. Here's the kick. They're angling for the corner. And it's out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it. They're going to give them credit. They're going to call it a touchback. It's going to be a touchback. So Japan gives up the field position early. Mexico with the first down midfield cannot capitalize, cannot pick up a first down. And thanks to the defensive sack from Motoyuki Hirai, that stopped that drive. So it's again been sacks, and it's been the police that have stopped Mexico. And offensive, they keep putting their defensive unit out there. It's going to be a long day for that defensive unit.
And they're putting the defensive unit with their backs on, not getting first downs to them a little chance to get a little bit of a break here. They just haven't a chance to catch their wind.
To count a long count, redirect, perhaps changing the play. Barks out the signal. Man near side. His man on the short out, try to break a tackle, make something happen. And I believe that is, and it is, that's what the 2 touchdowns tonight. Takashi Kirihara with another catch. This time they'll give him forward progress. Maybe 3, we'll call it 2nd and 6.
Well, Kerry Hott is very dangerous here. Take a look at him. He catches the ball. No, he's going to spin back to try to make the tackle or miss. Almost, that's what makes him a dangerous receiver, is if he can break one tackle and the pursuit's not there, as we saw earlier on the second player of the game, Tom, he can take it all the way to the house.
So hand off to your talented, get him open in. There's the inside handoff. Not much running room there. Not fooled was the interior defensive line for Mexico. They were there to make the stop. Read that nicely. It's a short gain of maybe a couple. It's going to bring a 3rd down and 6 for this Japan offense.
For Mexico, this is pretty much what it was like against the United States. The defense came out pretty strong, hard hitting, forced the U.S. into some punts. They just could not get any type of offensive rhythm point to put points on the board or to get defense off the field.
So looking at a 3rd and 6. Put a man in motion near. That's the big tight end for Japan. 3-step drops out. They set up. They use that end to block on the near side. And then it's up the man out of the back to see if he can get enough yardage for the 1st down. On the reception is Taku Lee.
There's just that little bit of a scat with that long handoff out of the back. Now as you're going to see him here, going to come out. Now the tight end trying to seal off downfield. Good backside pursuit here by the Mexican team. Nice job by number 13 there, fighting off his block to make the play by Moreno there to get a tackle to stop the 1st down.
Yes, saves the 1st down. So Japan is forced punt. Charles Seiki. Seiki's punt end over end. It's going to be taken again at the 33. Jonathan Barrera, your special team guys, takes it straight ahead. He's done a nice job coming up to make sure he catches the ball and does not let the ball bounce. A couple of short returns, but again, Mexico's pretty good field position. They'll beat their own 30s to start this drive. See if they put something together. And it's really been a case of self-destruction for them. Missed blocking assignments and sacks, one of those being fumble that set up the touchdown for Japan. And then a holding penalty stopped their most productive drive that actually had them in Jenny's territory near the 30. And let's see who they come back out. If it looks as though they're going to come back out with Raul Sanro at quarterback.
Sanro there on the little read zone option. Reads him coming down, pulls the ball back out, is able to pick up 4 yards, going to make 2nd and 6. And the situation you want to be 2nd and 5, 2nd and 6, staying right up on tempo, up on line.
Mexico wins the award for me for
well, Tom, when you look at this outfit, when you look at the uniform for Mexico, a little bit of a history with it. If you look at the side of the Mexican helmet, it has the god Quetzalcoatl on it. As you get a good look there, and you see the headdress, you see the feathers in the back. Well, last time Mexico played in this World Championship, you had to earn those stickers. The head Caviera said, you know what, guys? You've earned them by being here. We're folded out like a full Aztec warrior headdress. That's the headdress you would see on Aztec warrior. If you look at the knee pads on the Mexican team, those are the talons of a falcon, of a raven, of a bird. And they want to come up with that warrior attitude that the Mexican Aztec warrior had.
So far, yet to show it at least an offense. And here's the quarterback. Breaking tackles. He may have a 1st down, and he did it all on individual effort.
And those downs have come in a premium today from Mexico.
Raul Sanroman. Elusive. He takes it straight up the field, slides through a couple of tackles, and picks up a 1st down. So whatever it takes for Mexico to move the chains, they've done it. Thanks to a couple of shorts by their quarterback, Raul Sanroman. He'll hand it off. Nobody on the outside to help blocking. Let's take a look at the penalty. Let's see, sort this out if this is going to go against Mexico again. This is what this offense, they just have not been able to get out of their own way.
24, 10 penalty, 1st down.
They just keep pointing that gun right at big toe. And, you know, speaking of addresses, we've got some fans in the crowd.
The Mexican fans, how about that?
Coming here, they got their headdresses out there. They know the wears. They even got the hashtag on there. I know the ones on her phone, probably telling her friends, hey, check them out on the web.
That's right. Hey, download the Big Time Sports app and you can see this on television.
Worldwide.
Here's the snap after the 10-yard walk-off for the holding. I'll try to hit his receiver outside. Pass is a little bit high. Pretty good bridge coming over to make sure there's not a catch. Defensive backfield. And Suji. He makes sure that that was not going to be caught. Pass was intended on the sideline for Heriberto Salazar.
Nice job rolling to the sides. I like how he put the ball here. The only person who can catch it is his receiver, but he just drags him too far to the sideline.
We'll bring it second down and 10. Let's see if they try to go underneath the coverage. Free defense. Pan. Here's the pass into the flats, and again, that was intended for Joseph Olgin.
So it's going to bring up a third down and long situation for Mexico. We've seen this 3 times tonight, and they just cannot seem to capitalize.
And again, had a wide receiver open. He might have been able to get that penalty yard back, but and running be the forte. The current quarterback, Raul Sanrome, throwing might not be his strength. And Mexico, unable to score so far, are going with the leg of Raul Sanrome at quarterback. 10-yard run, unfortunately. Mexico was leading at a 3rd and 20. They'll get half of it back, and they'll have the punting unit back out on the field.
And they only took about a minute 20, minute 30 here off the play clock before their defense come back onto the field. As you take a look here at the draw, that could have been a big Japanese defense. You got to keep your feet, make the tackle in the backfield. Still manages to get it back to the original line of scrimmage, but they're going to have to punt it away again.
Masayoshi Sakuda. He's mentioned his name a lot today. Here's Rush just getting it off. Good pressure on the punter. This ball going to bounce. Mexican bounce. Can they get to it? No. They were hoping to do a hat dance around it inside the 5, but that's going to happen as it goes into the end. And the Japan offense will have 4:40 trying to add to 14-0 lead for the intermission.
And really, Tom, since the first half, since the first quarter, Japanese offense has kind of sitting here and not done much. Hats off to the Mexican defenses. They've stepped up and made big plays.
Now, this team is capable of scoring quickly. We saw that on the 81-yard touchdown or 70-yard touchdown run to number 81. Tashi Kirihara. Let's see if they look for him again. He wants to air it out. He's got a man wide open and caught at the 15 inbounds and finally wrestled down, making an adjustment to the football was Noriaki Kinoshita. Noriaki Kinoshita with catch. Credit the offensive line for giving out of time to find his man.
When Takada has time to throw, he makes the big play, finds his man, finds his receiver. He just got behind the defensive player. That is an absolute no-no. He catches it, stays in bounds. Good heads-up play, able to pick up another 8 yards.
Well, he really found a soft spot inside that zone behind his defender. He had good numbers against the U.S. on 4 catches. He's got a big 38-yard catch on that one to his here in the first half. Japan is driving to add to a 14-0 lead over Mexico. In 3 previous meetings in these World Championships that started in 1999, Mexico has never beaten Japan. And right now, Japan has the upper hand.
Offside, 93 on the defense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, I look for Japan here maybe to take a shot in the end zone. It's going to be 1st and 5. Why not put it up? You only got 5 yards to go for the first down. On first down, for them to try to go deep.
Heard the penalty called out by our referee, Einar Bolstad, out of Norway. We have referees from Norway, Australia, Poland, Denmark, Finland, Sweden. A couple of them from Denmark, and the judge is from the United States. Yard penalty brings up 1st and short. Wanting to throw, 5 waits. His man opened up and being dragged to the ground. Takada gets the pass off and get into the hands. Another catch for Kinoshita. Noriaki.
Showing good hands right here, but look at the patience. He wanted to go downfield. The collapse, finds his check down receiver, makes the catch, gets to the sideline, gets out of bounds.
Nice job by Kinoshita to keep the route alive and keep going to the sideline. Wait for your quarterback to make a play. He did. He was open. Good pass, good catch. First down, Japan. In the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 22, Mexico. Plenty of time on the play clock here in the second quarter. Now airing it out in the end zone, and it's going to be incomplete. Trying to find a seam for Japan was Naoki Maeda. And Maeda unable to get open. He had a big day against the U.S. 5 catches, 61 yards. He's been a go-to receiver for Shohei Kato, but it's not in this game. We saw him take the first snap. We don't know if he got in and came out. He is standing on the sideline and has been there at the offensive quarter, help signaling plays in, but it's been all Takada, Tetsuo Takada, and he has been impressive. Here's the handoff side, trying to establish a running game and busting his way in red zone for Japan is Taku Lee.
As you take a look here when the replay comes up on Lee, you're going to see him run horizontally, but he's going to do a great job of squaring his shoulders vertically. He's going to go and then squares up, gets to the hole, gives a little shimmy, keeps his feet driving, keeps falling forward to pick up that extra half yard to bring up a 3rd and 5 situation.
He did not meet a defender for the first 3. Good job by the offensive line for Japan. Good push right now, dominating this 3-4 defense of Mexico. Here's the snap, looking inside, quick out. It's caught, look out. That could be into the end zone on the reception. Naoki Maeda has the catch and the touchdown for Japan. Impressive drive by Japanese to increase their lead over Mexico. And on the receiving end, that young man, Naoki Maeda.
As you take a look here, cardinal mistake by the Mexican defender. He tries to go for the pick, doesn't get knocked down, and that just leads to an easy touchdown reception. Going to get a little bit better angle here. Nice job of standing tall in the pocket. Rifles it. The defender, he got to knock that down. That's a 33 seeing, and he's right there. You've got to knock that down, or at least make a tackle.
Emilio Fernandez got beaten on that play. It was a nice route because earlier you saw they have set that play up by seeing Maeda into the end zone. They came this time, and he cuts the route off, catches it underneath the defender, makes a tackle, the 3, and takes it into the end zone. Naoki Maeda with the touchdown after a big day against USA. He's the Japanese version wearing the number of 1, Julian Edelman, out of the New England Patriots. Does the same things. He can beat you deep, but more than likely he'll beat you underneath, and if you don't make a tackle, he'll run past you.
Good here for Japan has been spreading the football around. They're not just to 1, 2. They're throwing to 5 different receivers on a lot of different routes, spreading that football around so that secondary for Mexico can't lock into anything. They're changing up their block coverages, their pass protection up front. That keeps the defense line from Mexico off rhythm, and they're keeping that Mexican defense on the field. And Tom, pretty much having their way now here late in the second half.
Impressive drive by the Japanese. 75 yards, time of possession 2:15. They picked up 22 yards on the ground. Passing Takeda was 2 of 3 for 53. Couple of big catches in there. Remember, setting that up from Kinoshita. That's running room on that return. And Mexico, hope to get something going, are going to have to start in their own territory.
Great special teams play there by Japan, pinning Mexico deep at their own 11-yard line. And in Mexico here, you got to watch yourselves. You turn this ball back over to Japan, you pick up 1 or 2 downs, they're going to get the ball in very good field position.
Almost imperative now for Mexico, as you said, Troy, to either run this clock out, pick up a couple of first downs so that if they are forced to punt, there's time and a lot of yardage for Japan because they can get done in a hurry. They lead it 1-0. Fake handoff inside. San Roman has good running room straight ahead. Well, go trying to pull positives on this first half of play. I think they've at a point now where they're going to stay with Raul San Roman. He's moved the football, has not been able to capitalize. Some have come from holding balls and misses, as Mexico already been penalized 4 times for 45 yards.
We're going to take a look here at the play on that. Nice job on the read, trap, good block there. Picks up the first down.
Alan Rosado. Pass out into the flats where it's caught. Not much yet. Trying to bring their wide receiver, Julio Sanchez, open. But he's unable to get much of anything. Nice job tagging in the open field by the quarterbacks coming up for Japan.
And if I'm Mexico here, I'll wait. I want to wait. I want to take that play clock all the way down to about 3 seconds before I'm going to snap it. I don't want to try to give the ball back here to to Japan any sooner than I have to.
Second down and 7. San Roman on the option. Takes the pitch. He'll keep it and he'll pay for it. He'll get a couple of yards. Good hit laid on him.
Right now for Japan, everything they're trying to do is keep everything in front and inside. Keep that Mexican offense in front of you. Don't give them a play to get excited about. Take a little bit of momentum in the second half. Shows the ball, takes it away. Nice job of covering up once the contact happens.
Kahira did a nice job of following that play. The big defensive lineman getting a half a tackle on that play. They'll hand it off inside across the 30, near first on yardage, but maybe about half a yard short. Let's see where they spot him. Hard running between the tackles for Jonathan Barrera. Seen Barrera on some special teams earlier today. Now they're going to bring the chains out and measure. Well, the language here, it's all about football now, but you think about the players and the coaches and different teammates from different countries. How about, is there a possibility of a language barrier between some of the officials? As we mentioned, our crew is a mixture of officials, but it's always interesting. But we're speaking the language of football.
Speaking the language of football and having some of the officials here, and Bill Monye, who's kind of the head of the officials here for IFA today, he said that to be an official in IFA, you have to speak English. You have to be able to communicate in English. That's one of the requirements.
Pretty good idea. This is risky with 50 seconds to go. Are they going to try to jump offside, or are they going to go for it? You can see San Roman say, just get out of the way so we can run this thing. It was 4th inches.
Well, they have that advantage on the offensive line. They man Japan by about 35 to 40 pounds man on the line, just trying to blow it up front.
And you can see Raul San Roman, he had his offense on the football. He wanted to go. He wasn't concerned whether Japan was ready or not defensively. And he was yelling at the officials, hey, get out of the way. We want to snap the football and pick up this first down. Gutsy call coming from Mexico, and their head coach, Raul Rivera. If he doesn't make that, he's giving the foot back to a highly offense of Japan.
Hey, you're down 20 and you got to gamble a little bit.
3 receivers to the top of the screen, wide formation. That way, San Roman looking, still looking. He's got a man open, and he saw him. Sprinted down the same sideline, wide open, having beaten his defender on an inside-out move. He had a wide-open receiver, and Roman never saw him.
And he was just pressured so much outside of that pocket, flushed out. He never gets to see him, as we got a penalty downfield. But if I was Mexico, I would come to sprinting that quarterback out, sprinting him out to the sideline. Japan's defenders come up so hard, they're going to lose their man they're guarding, and he's going to have to throw it downfield.
Listen in for the call.
Double foul, unsportsmanlike sideline interference on Mexico. 15-yard penalty. However, it's going to be a 1st and 10 in Mexico after the penalty enforcement.
Sideline interference. The officials have to have room to run. And if your players are in there, they can't see him. If you look down the field, and there it is. You can see at the top of your screen. I don't know, fellas, if we can run that back. But at the very top of your screen, you could see there was a player standing in the area and the official running into him, and that's an automatic penalty. So that'll move the football back. Mexico trying to run out the clock. Roman cuts against Stain, goes the opposite way, breaks a tackle into the secondary and beyond. Raul San Roman, impressive half of football, unfortunately has not been able to direct his offense into the end zone.
Can't put it in A dirt, but right now they're at least some first downs moving the football. Maybe this is going to give Mexico a little bit of momentum going in the second half, some different type of be able to go with.
Over to make the stop for Japan. He called his number. Kochi. Looking right, Roman to throw. Now back over the middle. Has his man on a delay pattern. We've got penalty flags everywhere. Let's sort this one out. It'll stop the clock with just 21 seconds remaining.
Offside, defense, number 99. 5-yard penalty, still 1st down.
Ryota Takahashi, the guilty party on the defensive side of football. There you get a look at the Chinese head coach.
Coach Mori.
Kyo Mori. Penalties in favor now of Mexico, and some of those have been very costly, not only in yardage, but in stopping drives for Mexico.
With the quarterback driven out of bounds. Mexico still got some time here. They've got 2 timeouts left, 14 seconds to go. Working the sideline. If Mexico can't maybe get inside a field goal.
Getting out of bounds, stopping the clock. So if they don't come back perhaps to that route where they had the man open on the previous sideline interference penalty. Got Twins up on the right side, your picture, 2 receivers side. They'll call the bubbles to the far side. Not much there. Any good inside-out help defensively. That pass was caught by Joseph Oljan, but not much room to go. They got good fill the inside and were stuffed on the outside. No running room whatsoever.
Timeout, Mexico. 2nd timeout.
And once again, you see that good pursuit by the Japanese defense. They're just flying around the field. When that man makes the initial hit, you'll see 2 or 3 or 4 those white helmets around there. Good inside pursuit, and that's when you start getting turnovers to happen because you start stripping the football.
Well, as we mentioned, this is the 2nd game here this afternoon, and the winner of this one will advance to gold medal round. And championship is going to be held on Saturday. The loser will fall down into the bronze medal game, which will be the second game on Saturday. Winner of the game will await the tonight's final game, and that features the United States and France. And many people looking forward to that matchup. The United States at 2-0, 2-0.
And I know, Tom, you haven't had a chance to see France yet. One of the more electric players in the tournament here, Anthony DeBlin, as he already has 2 touchdown returns off of kickoffs, one for 102 yards, another one for 92 yards. And I think that's something that for the Americans, they've got to be a little bit concerned about tonight.
It's going to be interesting to see if they can ball to him in space. He had limited receptions. I think just 3 catches in that in the last game by France.
Another big weapon for France's kicking game as you get a good look at the Aztec helmet from Mexico. Now you've got 3 or 4 players here from Mexico, played on some NFL practice squads, have that experience of playing high level. A lot of them with international playing experience. A couple of them, are going to get some looks here at some tryout camps. Hopefully, trying to make a roster, trying to make that practice squad.
Well, for people that are passing by, if you're taking the dog for a walk here past Tom Benson, and you look in, you're football. You would have no idea until you see the scoreboard that it's Japan versus Mexico. It looks like good old massive A football. That's exactly what it is. Played in over 70 countries around the world. 3 drop, stepping up unpressured. Now he'll stop, throws down the field. That's going to be batted away. Nice job defensively. That's going to take the 5-7 seconds off the clock. Coming up and batting away is Sashi Fujimoto. In all, Japan on the scoreboard, 21-0. The Japanese lead Mexico. It's halftime. back to Canton, Ohio, and Benson Stadium, just a stone's throw from the Pro Football Hall of Fame here in Canton, Ohio. We're joined by William Healy, mayor of Canton. And let me be the first to say, you've done it again. You do it every year for the Pro Football Hall of Fame induction, and you've done it again. You've hit a home. Congratulations to you, the city, and the volunteers. You get it done right every time.
Well, thank you. And it really is all the volunteers of our city. Thousands of people help during the Hall Festival, and we're very excited to host the world for football.
Now, you've done this before, so you have some experience not only with the football, but you have some experience in hosting IFAF, the International Federation of American Football League. You hosted the 19 and under.
Yes, and that was so much fun. I was at every game. I've been to all the games so far this time. And tell you what, for the fans out there, we've got games tonight and games on Saturday. If you haven't been to them, you need to come on down. This is just exciting to watch the USA play, and you know, countries from all over the world presented here playing in Canton, Ohio.
I think it's kind of ironic and important at the same time that we're hosting an International American Football Championship right next to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. We know Canton's rich tradition, its rich history. I can't think of a better place to host it. And what do we do to maybe keep this for a couple of years?
Well, I think that's all. And you know that we've got a major development project here in the works where we're talking about expanding the Hall of Fame. We're going to tear down this stadium, build a brand new stadium here, build a luxury hotel, convention center. A whole number of items are going to be down this complex. And we are going to be the place everyone in the world wants to be when they're talking football. So I think we'll be able to pitch bringing it here permanently.
You mentioned one of the exciting things going on in Canton, or some of the other things that this be a destination city, folks, not only to come to the Pro Football Hall, but all of the surrounding things are attractions here in Canton.
Well, Canton is rich in tradition, obviously around football. We're the birthplace of professional football. In 2019-2020 will be the anniversary for professional football, and having a huge party then. So we're going to be building along towards that. That'll be like our Olympic time. So Canton 2020 is really going to be something special. Go ahead.
I can't let you. Listening, I can't let you go without talking. Look, when you talk about the birth of football, you talk about tradition of Kenton McKinley, Maslin. I know you're the mayor of Canton. I know you're the mayor of Canton.
That's our rival now. You got to be careful.
And there's big things going on in the Canton City Schools. If you could briefly, McKinley and merging, and what is that going to do? Programs, the school, and going to be the outcome for the student athletes.
Well, a lot of communities, you have shifting populations, and it was time where we're merging our two high schools. On McKinley is going to be the single high school here in Canton, and again, with their history tradition they have McKinley, we expect that will continue on for many more years.
Well, I appreciate you being here, and let me be the first to congratulate you with you, the city, the volunteers, and everybody. Job well done, and let's see if we can't continue to host this championship. It's a lot of fun, and it's great, and let's get the fans down here.
Well, thank you so much, and we're happy to welcome the world over to Canton, Ohio. Thank you.
William Healy, Mayor of Canton. We're going to take a break. Second half highlights and more coming your way. Stay tuned. First 24 minutes have been controlled by Japan. They're looking to make it 4 seed over Mexico. Japanese came in as the number 2 seed, Mexico number 3 seed. Most of the highlights that you're about to see are going to be coming from the Japan side of the football. They've been very impressive on offense.
And right from the gate, Japan, led by their quarterback Teriyaki, just led this offense right down the field as they get started right out the gate. This first reception is going to go for 70 yards to pay dirt for the Japanese team. Right field, great catch, 70 yards all the way down the field is Kata, and you're going to see him coming up here again as he hits pay dirt. There's Mexico, forced into another fumble by the strong Japanese defense. Look at from the weak side, forcing a fumble again, another Mexican turnover.
That turnover gave Japan excellent field position, and they cashed in at the other end.
Cashin again find one of his favorite targets for a touchdown. Swimming defense again by Japanese. 3 sacks so far in the game. And that quick strike offense moving the ball down the field for Japan. Make one man miss. What do you get? Another touchdown.
Touch for Maeda. Kinoshita set him up. He's had a nice game as well. And as expected, Japan's been able to throw the football whenever they've wanted. And then the key to their 21-0 lead. We're going to take a break. Second half coming your way from Canton, Ohio. It's the IFAF World Championship. Back right after this. Welcome back to a sun-drenched Canton, Ohio, and if the mayor of Canton, Will Ely, is responsible for this, hit another home run. We finally got the sun coming. Clouds have gone. It was overcast today's first game. A game that was won by Australia, 16-8 over Brazil. This is game 2 of a 3-game day football. Let's take a look at stats from this test where Mexico and Japan are matched up trying to get into the gold medal.
You look at Mexico, they've got a 3-1 advantage rushing the ball compared to Japan, but Japan has done all the damage through the air. 103 yards passing, led by Riata with 4 receptions for 87 yards. 2 touchdowns. They've spread the football around, hitting 5 different receivers for Japan. First downs pretty even. Penalties have come at inopportune times for the Mexicans, and they've got 5 penalties for 60 yards. Japan hasn't put the ball on the ground, and Mexico has 1 turnover, Tom.
Those stats brought to you by Gatorade, the official sports fuel provider of USA football. We're ready for the second half. Hope you are as well. Tom Linder along with Troy Richardson. Glad to have you with us as Japan gets set to the ball off. Set to do the honors. Putting toe to leather is Shintaro Seiki. Mexico needs to get something going offensively. It'll be interesting to see if they stay with the quarterback who finished the first half, Raul Sanroma, or if they perhaps will go back to their original starter, Vega. This is taken in the end zone, a couple of yards deep, across the 5 to the 10, stumbling out near the 14-yard line is the return man. And for Mexico, that is Jonathan Herrera.
Something interesting when you watch international play. At times when you'd see an American team catch the ball 2 yards deep inside the zone, they would just take the knee and take the ball out of the 20-yard line. Here, you very rarely see that happen. They want to attack, and it's all about the offense, and they try to field every single punt. There's no letting the ball drop on a punt.
And it's like we're going to have Vega back at quarterback to start the third quarter.
A little bit more of a passing quarterback, pocket protection.
Isaias Vega, the quarterback. And now needs more protection too as he'll go that way. Here's the handoff. That was misaligned. You're supposed to be the lead blocker. You got to be close to the direction we're going. That's what quarterback is for. They can get him in the right place. They'll pick up good yardage on first down.
And that's what they do on first down. Pick up 3 or 4 yards. Give them a second and manageable. You don't want to get into those long 2nd and 8, 2nd and 9 situations.
The shotgun, and now we've got confusion. Vega was ready for the football. He's having a conversation with center right now, saying, hey, when I say snap the ball, that's when I'll take it. Let's listen in.
Illegal snap, number C1 offense, yard penalty, snap.
And just when we thought Mexico had something rolling, 2nd and manageable, now they're looking at 2nd and 11.
And that is a look of a coach down 21-0, and not much going right. Raul Sierra, head coach for Mexico, looking on. Got to get something going. Straight ahead, good yardage. Again, Mexico trying to overcome self-inflicted mistakes. It killed them penalty-wise in the first half on both sides of the football. It continues to hurt him here as they're now looking at a 3rd and long.
You take a look at the replay here, a little bit side handoff, inside zone read. Gets to the first wall of tacklers, but not before he's finally brought down after a pickup of 5.
Irving Almia with the carry. Now we'll probably be looking at first pass attempt of the third quarter. Steps forward, talks to his offensive line. Here's the snap. They'll go with the running cutback, but right into the teeth of defense, and a great tackle stepping into the hole. And with the snap is Kenshi Amaya. Nice job defensively, stepping up to make the stop. And let's watch it as it develops.
Nice job on the cutback there. Pursuit, though, by the Chinese defense ready to make the play.
Nice job by Amaya to read the play, get into the hole, then make a sure open field tackle. So first possession offensively for Mexico, not result in a first down. Have to put away. Could come up position. And now the kicker comes up, kicks it with his left foot, and it bounces off the defenders.
And he was lucky to get that punt away. Snap kind of rolled to him. He bobbled a little bit, and he was just trying to gain something out of it.
Here's an advantage. I mean, if I'm wrong, he's a right-footed kicker. But watch what he does. With the pressure to his right, he can't do anything. This has got to come from years of being a soccer player as a youth.
Almost like a rush-style punt there to get it away. Some type of
I'm not sure how many
Mexico.
NFL punters or even a college punter in the midst of it all could turn and kick with their other leg.
That penalty is going to be on Mexico.
Illegal position on the kicking team. 5 yards in the backfield. 5 yards will be added to the end of the play. First down.
Once again, Tom, another penalty on Mexico. And then Japan get great field position here. Start just at around the 43-yard line.
Mistakes have been the key in this test. Let's face it, whether it's penalty-wise, missed assignments, fumbles, juggled snaps, missed thrown footballs.
Kerry Hager, he got 3 receptions, 83 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Look for them to come back to pretty soon in the second half.
Playing with just half a field. They're going to air it out wide open. Good block in front of them. The catch is complete to And Maida's got yardage.
Good pre-snap by the quarterback. He's a slot man. The strong safety's defending him, playing him about 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. You see him catch. There are no Mexican helmet in that picture when he gets the football. Easy chance to pick more than 10 yards.
Nice catch and run. He had a big day against the U.S. with 5 catches for 61, and he's added to that today. He does have touchdown reception, a 17-yard. Little inside off. Good push by the offensive line and good yardage on first down. And now Japan just forcing their will as defense of Mexico. But give this defense credit. They've been out there a very long time. The effectiveness of the Mexico offense has really forced this defense to be on the field for a long time.
It's almost a 3-to-1 advantage as far as time of possession for Japan to Mexico, as they've managed their offense on the field a majority of the time.
Tetsuo Takao been at quarterback since the second play of the ball game. We're not sure if injury or the starter was just taken out. He still is on the sideline and walking near the offensive coordinator, sending in. That was the guy that touched such a big game. Kiddo.
Nice job on a little double move. Catches it right in the center of the defense. Holds on to the ball, picks up the first down. And once again, Japan just keeps moving the sticks methodically down the field, picking up first down after first down after first down.
Count it's 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Long count. Now he changes the play apparently, looking right and left, barking out a call. Runs option, shorts of the field, quick pitch. Try to get to the perimeter, but unable to turn the corner. Was right to Gaji.
Nice pursuit there by Maximo Gonzalez from the linebacker position as they run that option into the boundary. Look there at the Japanese crowd. Got on hand today by Japan. Seem to know they're on camera. Give a wave there. Look here, option into the boundary. Fighting off the block. There's Gonzalez. Good pursuit. Pickup of only 2 for Japan.
Gonzalez does a nice job making sure it doesn't go for any more than a couple of yards on first down. It'll bring up second down and 8. They are in the red zone of Mexico. Fake run, quick pitch outside, bubble screen, nothing going. Flying in to make the stop for Mexico is
Padilla there. No block at all on a little bit of a bubble screen boundary. Good pursuit.
Here's the play action. Comes outside. Well, you got sandwiched. Coming over to the near sideline was Endo, the wide receiver, shaken up on that play. He'll tended to in the near sideline. He got sandwiched between those 2 Mexico defenders. So that's going to bring up third down and 8. 3-step drop over the middle and communication. Maybe perhaps the initial in the way. Pass intended over the middle. I believe that was looking for his favorite receiver so far today,
Kirihara just got jammed at the line of scrimmage, threw the time pattern off. That was all timing pattern there. And when that gets thrown off, then you have the incompletion. Now Japan going to come out for a field goal attempt.
Yep, they'll send down Shintaro Seki to attempt with the hold from Cheetah, defensive back.
Seki's an excellent leg.
Going to be a 31-yarder. He's hit one from 52 already. High snap down nicely, kick is up, and good, just wide right, it looked like. The timing may have been thrown off. What a great job by the holder, Fujita, to bring that high snap down, and that may have to send that wide right off the foot of Taro Seki.
The Mexican defense bends, but they don't break. Having been pinned deep again. See if the Mexican offense can get anything started here, Tom.
Let's see if they'll stay with Vega at quarterback. It's as though they will. Isaias Vega at quarterback. They'll send 4 receivers out, 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Lone back in the backfield. Into his 3-step drop, pocket collapses, able to keep it alive, throws over the middle. It is caught for a first down. A credit Vega with the scramble. And the reception is pulled in nicely by Villamontes. Diego Villamontes.
Villamontes does a nice job. Sees his quarterback's in trouble, breaks off his route, comes back to the football. Look at him come back and attack this pass, shield the defender away from him. Great catch by Villamontes.
Nice job to Cooley defensively out there. We've called his name. He's out there defensively, make the stop.
Let's see if the Mexican offense string together a couple of first downs here. As the officials want to having a little bit of trouble there spotting the football of all the different hash marks on the field.
Well, the inability to run the football has really forced Mexico to be one-dimensional. As though back to that running game. And breaking it, coming outside, now putting it back inside is Alexis Magallanes. Magallanes has a nice little run. That's the first time we've seen him carry the football today. And he breathed a little life in the run game of Mexico.
Magallanes doing a nice job of showing the ability to stop on the dime. He plants that foot in the ground, makes the cut, going to make a cut again. Going to cut it back once again. Once he plants the foot, good ability to change direction.
Best run of the day for the Mexico offense. It's 17 yards for Magallanes. That one is overthrown, intended on the far sideline.
You know, Tom, one huge advantage that Mexico, Japan, and the United States have over the rest of teams here internationally is the fact, for the most part, their players playing the game young. You'll see a lot of players for Mexico having started playing the game at the age of 10 or 12. For Japan, same way. U.S., Japan, and Mexico, as you take a look at Vegas' number there, they play the sports through their school as opposed to club teams for the other countries.
Roberto Vegas saw his numbers. He was replaced by Raul San Roman in the first half. They went with the running quarterback, a bit more of the option play. San Roman put up good numbers running the football, but was ineffective throwing it. Vegas can throw it, but doesn't give you that dual threat of being able to run it. Well, handoff long. After the incompletion, they'll pick a couple. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
Good job of the offensive line getting a good initial surge. You need to hold on to their blocks a little bit better. I love how the back lowers his shoulder, tries to deliver the blow tackler.
Moriyuki Hirai on the for Japan, making it 3rd and 7 in Japanese territory. Little flare screen out to the near side, getting by one tackler and diving for first down yardage. Question is, did he? But down 21-0, 5:20 in a running third quarter. You got to go for it.
Yeah, you have to. San Roland is right there. San Roland, the wide receiver, number 18. If he can pick up the block right there, that's going to pop him loose and get him free. Look for the sneak again.
Nice job by Alan Rosado. And they'll sneak forward, get the first down on 4th and 1.
Well, Vega wasn't kidding. Yesterday when I asked him, I go, hey, it's 3rd and short, 4th and short. Whose number are you going to call pick up the first down? He's myself, and
he's done it again. They picked up a couple of downs in the contest. They'll get 4 fresh ones, trailing 21-0. One of their best drives of the day. Let's see if they can continue. Vegas steps forward, reaches his offensive line, strolls out to his right, communicates the play with his wide receivers.
Seeing single coverage.
3-step drop, looking right, now looks left, got coverage, had his man right through the hands, and incomplete. Oh, a perfectly thrown ball on their sideline for Trevino.
And Gonzalez just can't seem to bring it in.
Holding, number 74, offense, 10 yards, first down.
Tom, you heard it right there. Mexico finally started to move the football. What happens? Penalty.
Well, it'll be something obviously they can address before Saturday, whether they are able to come back and win this or if they lose, drop to the bronze medal game. But those are correctable penalties. Again, a very nice throw off the hands of quarterback Roberto. Off the quarterback hands, Roberto Vega. He wants to throw again. He's got a man open over the middle. Caught at the feet and struck forward to about the 11-yard line. And a big pass play breaking over the middle. On the reception is the big fella, 6'2", 210-pound, Heriberto Salazar.
Salazar showing great concentration here. Finds the seam right in the middle of the safeties, catches, knows the contact's coming, picks up the first down.
Mexico, I believe, in the zone for the first time tonight.
Well, this is part of their best drive of the game.
And on the option, you can see the difference between Raul San Roman and the running ability of Roberto Vega. Vega not the runner on that read option that San Roman is. Don't be surprised if they're inside this tight yardage, they don't come back to San Roman. He's a little more effective in running the football.
And Tom, this is important. For Mexico, you've got to score here. If you don't score with this opportunity, it's going to be totally demoralizing to the team.
Vega looks at defense, await the snap. 3-step drop, looks left over the middle. Got it, touchdown Mexico.
Nice job on the little slant route.
And guess who that was? Raul San Roman, from quarterback to receiver, makes the catch over the middle on the post route. And he finds a way to get his team in the end zone. San
Roman doing it all here. Vega, nice job, got the time, makes the throw, throws a dart on the post route. Good job catching it with his hands, snapping in. First touchdown here for Team Mexico.
And he beat Taku Lee inside post move to open himself up And a nice job by Vega to thread the needle. One quarterback to another. The kick is up and good.
So a little bit of life here from Mexico, getting their first touchdown here of international play for this World Championship. Getting on the scoreboard, the defense has done the job all day. And Tom, you got to believe if Mexico now, if their defense can keep playing a few stops, the offense seems to be in now. They know what type of quarterback they want to use. Mexico might be able to make a run at this.
Now Mexico, as you remember, defeated by the U.S. 30-6, just a couple of field goals, really all they had to speak for offensively.
And you know, early on here, Mexico trying to shake a little bit of the dust off. They had that bye in the second round, so they haven't had a chance to keep playing football as China's had to do.
Well, against the United States, they had 7-yard total offense in 51 offensive plays. They've been able to do much better than that. Japan, however, they still find themselves down 21-7, 27 remaining third quarter. And they will get set to give the football back to this high-powered Japanese offense.
Very good kicker here from Mexico. He's put a few into the end zone so far this week.
Set to kick it off, Jose Maltos. Taking it inside the 10. Running room, look out, dragged down from behind, and thankfully so Maltos was saying, I'm going to have to make a tackle. And another nice return, all-purpose yardage. Guess who? Takashi Kirihara on the return for Japan. He's got to pull a touchdown. Get a quarterback numbers for Tetsuya Kata, who did not start today's game. 12-17, 200 yards.
Kirihara has attended the NFL Veterans Camp, so he does that experience of football at the highest level.
8 different receivers out of pass for Japan today. That's much they spread it out. They'll keep it on the ground. They'll hand it straight ahead to Kosuke Kamiyama.
And nothing there for Japan. This Mexican defense is stepped up. They can get a 3 out here, get the ball back before the end of the quarter. And Mexico's got a little bit of momentum going to their side.
Seeing a little bit of life out of this Mexico defense, who has been on there. That was their longest rest of the afternoon when we talk about that Mexico defense. A 10-play, 90-yard drive, 3:44 off the clock for Mexico offensively, and maybe that gave a second wind to their defensive unit. This pass is caught in the flats. 2 missed tackles and finally brought down, but not, but they've got first down yardage. Nice job after the catch. Yards after contact, big on that particular play for Shoma Endo.
Endo doing a nice job of shaking off the defenders from Mexico. You got to keep your feet. You got to get across the body. You got to wrap up. You can't dive in at these Japanese wide receivers. These wide receivers are very well coached and know how to shake loose.
So again, getting the ball to the wide receiver in open space. He's off for Japan. They've got a first down. They're looking at the door of the 50-yard line with a first and 10. 3-step drop. Now up pocket. Finds his man out in the flats. The check down route intended for Katsuya Nagakawa, and he can't pull it in. Pass through a little bit behind him in his defense.
That's one of the few drop passes we've seen today, Tom, out of this Japanese team. Nice job of staying in the pocket, steps up, rifles it right there, and just right off his hands.
Nagakawa with the safety valve. You saw quarterback's head rotate his progression, read after another, then finally step into the pocket as it started to collapse. He hit his safety valve, and now the draw play. Sidesteps one tackler, straight ahead goes the ball carrier. That's Ryo Tekji, and he's got a cup. It'll bring up a manageable 6 for Japan as they're into Mexico territory.
Jakari there did a nice job of escaping the outstretched arm of Lopez as he had him in line of scrimmage, but just to pick up 5 yards, get 3rd and 5.
Kata, quarterback, is a good shot at him in the backfield. To his left, Teku Lee. We called his name. He plays both offense and defense. For a block, here comes pressure. Late delayed blitz is going to pay off for Mexico. On a delayed blitz, finding a seam was David Aceves. And Aceves puts the pressure on the quarterback, forces the punt. Watch how late this develops. Here he comes backside.
Comes from the late zone blitz, and that's one of the few times we've seen Japan's quarterback get rushed at all. And he's been forced out of the pocket, forced to throw the ball away. Mexico get the ball back with 1:20 to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, that's what Mexico defense needed to get that, put the football back in their hands. They've started to get into a little bit of an offensive rhythm. Good pooch punt. Let's see if he can knock it out of bounds, and he does. Oh, it doesn't get any better than that.
That is special teams football. He got it right at the 5-yard line and popped horizontally right out of bounds. And now for Mexico, they've got to go 95 yards to pay dirt.
43-yard punt, and he knocks it out of bounds inside the 5. See where they'll spot it. That was inside the 5. I'm not sure where these guys are. They're very confused. They've got it at the 7 as opposed to the 2.
Wow.
How do you make a mistake like that? They're bringing it out to the 10. Everything.
Field, though. It actually hit on the field.
It bounced down the. Wow. Oh, that's a break for Mexico.
That is a huge break for Mexico.
Shintaro Sankey's over here shaking his head. Hey, I dropped that inside the 5.
I think the referee want to.
Let's replay.
Or not.
I guess we can't do that.
Big break here for Mexico.
Roberto Vega turns, handoff, right side, waiting for his block to develop. Penalty flag flying in. This is probably going to hold against Mexico.
I think they're going to get.
They're doing their best to keep the big fella out of the backfield, and that's Mitsunori Kira, who they're trying to hold to keep him out of the backfield. So the penalty was a chop block below the waist on one of the interior linemen for Mexico. Well, you know, another penalty, and they'll back to where this ball should have been spotted on punt.
They get half the distance. Once again, another penalty on Mexico.
Now, they were able to put together an impressive 90 drive on 10 days. And if they're to get within a touchdown and an extra point of Japan, on this particular drive, they're going to have to go now 95 yards to complete the task. They'll flip the fullback, Ruby Steele, to the right side. Lead block, handoff goes that, pushing his blockers forward is the running back for Mexico as he bowls his way off right tackle. Couple. Ball carrier was Alan Rosado.
Rosado's going to cut 4, going to put the ball around the 9-yard.
And we got a penalty flag at the 5. Let's see who this goes against. Personal foul, face mask against Mexico.
And those are penalties you just cannot have. I mean, that's unexcusable. Coach Rivera there a little bit frustrated.
And Japan says we'll take the down. They're declining the penalty. They'll take the down. So give them the 3-yard gain and bring up a 2nd and 11. Interesting decision. Vega will eye the defense with running backs both left and right to receivers to the right side. He's going to look that way. He's got a man, and now he's going to throw deep. Intended on the field. It is caught and intercepted. Outstanding interception by Takeshi Miyake.
Takeshi Miyake's hip to hip with the offensive player here. Gets him some perfect position. Go up and they tell your DBs, your wide receiver, go attack the ball and catch it at its highest point. And he does that. He's hip to hip here. He's going to go up right with him. Snit. Great interception.
Bit underthrown. There's a pretty good breeze mostly from side to side. Have had some effect on that ball. But again, underthrown and unable to come up with the catch. But interception belongs to Japan. Another turnover. Stalls a Mexico drive. Play action. Takata wanted to go down the field, but that's not going to happen. Good pressure coming inside. Mauricio Lopez has the sack for Mexico.
Lopez comes in at 6'4", 300 pounds.
I mean, the end of the quarter, it's been all Mexico. Or a correction, Japan, but Mexico gotten back into it. 21-7 our final 12 minutes coming up after this.
We believe in football. We believe in Friday night lights, Saturday afternoons, any given Sunday. And we believe in where all of that began. We believe hits are made in the 4th quarter, and that every kickoff is a fresh start. We believe in pregame rituals and halftime speeches. We believe the best 11 will always beat the 11 best. We believe teaching fundamentals and build character. We believe in educated coaches and engaged parents. We believe in creating a positive experience for all and keeping the game fun. We believe in team. We believe in the lineage of Bryant, Rockney, Lombardi, and believe you don't need stadium or yard lines to have a game. We believe that in greater than the heroes on the big screen are those you give a ride to game. We believe there is nothing more American than football, and that football gives us all something to believe in. Teamwork, confidence, pride. We are USA Football. We believe the score doesn't tell the whole story. We believe in the football family and that we can achieve a better, safer game together. We believe in football.
1-2.
It's a full day, round 3 of the IFAF 2015 World Championship. IFAF, the International Federation of American Football. Japan come into the tournament as the number 2 seed, leads 21-7 over Mexico, who is the number 3 seed. Winner of this contest will advance to the gold medal round game on Saturday to take on the winner of the upcoming game tonight, and that's USA on France. Japan in control with football. We start third quarter action. Pass is complete underneath at the 45, up to about 48-yard line. Well short of the necessary yard for a first down.
Roughing the passer, number 52 defense. 15 yards will be added to the run. Automatic first down.
Second time that Mexico's been flagged for a roughing the passer.
And that's about Mexico gone about 7 plays with penalties, so they're pretty much on right there, Tom.
Yeah, let's see who they're taking to is. Nope, that's one of their offensive linemen. Yep, that's the big fella up front, Akira Katsuyama. Katsuyama's going to slowly walk off under his power. That's a good sign.
Gonna get a look here at the quarterback's point of view, see if we can pick up the late hit.
There it is.
Yep.
Ball well gone. That's a good call. Pass was completed out into the flats to Shoma.
And you can back on another 15.
Another 15. Gingerly walking off to the near sideline is the big offensive tackles, Katsuyama.
Mexico has taken lead here in total.
Well, they've been marching along between the 20, but once have they been able to get into the red zone and take advantage with the score. Japan has been very efficient, scoring on half field, scoring on a big play, and then one really together, just one drive for this 21-7.
And really, I think the Mexican defense, they've been put in some bad situations all day. I thought they played pretty well. They just haven't had a chance to get off the field very long because the Mexican offense in the first half could not seem to put together a drive.
Let's see what Takata comes up with. No gain, maybe half a yard on first down. Tetsuo Takata, handoff. Boy, a shoestring tackle. Otherwise, Ryo Takagi might still be running. As it is, he's very close to and does have a first down. Appreciative crowd from Pan in attendance. There's the tackle as he dives forward. He gets the first down. We mentioned Takagi, not very big, but very effective, especially inside. They have him listed at 5'4".
Not a lot of eyes here for Japan, but they do a good job of utilizing speed and quickness.
Handoff comes to the short side. Good running room cutting upfield. Late flag going to cause face mask. Spotted everyone. Nice job running. Finding the seam by Taku Lee. We've seen Lee defensive back and as a running back. So, two-way performer.
Face mask, number 56 on the defense. After distance to the goal line, automatic first down.
And that's going to be the third foul game on Mexico.
2 of them. They've gained, Japan has gained 30 yards on this drive alone through penalties.
And I see the face mask coming right there as he just ripped his helmet all the way around. He's going to be looking out ear hole here pretty soon.
Yeah, Manny put the guilty party. So they'll take down inside the tip. Spot it just shy of the 5-yard line where it's going to be first and goal for Japan. Trying to stretch their lead back out to 21. They led 1-0 throughout most of the first half. Inside handoff. Pass goes out into the flat. Pickup of about 4 down near the 1 is the running back. And again, they like Lee in tight because of his size. Taku Lee, 5'10", 190, one of the bigger backs in the solo backs for Japan. Getting into the contest is
For Japan, this could be the touchdown that breaks the back of Mexico.
Takada with Takagi now to his left. Tight formation. Splits are cut down on that offensive line. Takagi goes right. Tight in motion to the right side. From the left, handoff through the middle. Oh, very close, but knocked back at the goal line was Takagi of Japan. Nice open field tackle. Looked as though he might have enough momentum to get across that goal line. They're going to spot him just high at the 1.
They mission the tight end across, using him as a fullback as a lead blocker. Great job of stepping and meeting the tight end hole, blowing him back into the running back. Great job by the linebackers of Mexico.
Yeah, nice job standing the ground and not allowing the running back to get into the end zone. Now 3rd and 1, and for the first time this afternoon, Kata goes under center. We've got an A formation out of Japan, a goal line situation. 6 down offensive linemen. Handoff, right side, power football. Did he get in? No signal yet. No signal. They're going to say no.
And other than the U.S., this is the first time I've seen anyone line up in an I formation. You'll see the Australians will come up in a pistol power I. But this is the first time I've ever seen one go double tight I formation in international play.
Take a look at it. Japan thought they were in. Boy, it looked as though it was going to be in, but he was pulled back, and that was Manny Padilla, the guy who had the 50-yard penalty. There you can see he was very close. Boy, and now on 5th down.
The rule on the field is the runner was short of the goal line. That play is under review.
All right. Well, looked on the backside. Looked as though maybe on 2nd he might have broke through that initial tackle of Manny Padilla of Mexico, and at the running back, Takagi may have at least broken plane, if not entered. He looks pretty deep there.
Good job there by number 56.
Yeah, Padilla. Now this might be the better angle. Let's see. Right there. Yeah. He's waist deep in zone.
Yeah, it looks like he made it in there.
Yeah, waist deep and then pulled back.
Very quickly pulled
Take
back.
a look at this one from this angle, the top angle. You can see his right foot is in. That means his waist is
further view.
Waist deep.
The ball broke the goal line before the runner was down. Touchdown.
Now that is how fit is supposed to work. That is how quickly it's supposed to work. The officials here at IFAF are getting it done better.
Much better than the NFL. Usually we'll still be waiting for the first read to come up in the NFL
We'd
game.
have gone 3 beer commercials by now in the NFL. But here they got it right in a matter of seconds. I like it. On to the extra point for Japan is their purpose kicker, punter, and kicker, Shintaro Seiki. And it's up, and it's good. Extra point is good. He's been picked on that tonight. He has just 1 field goal. But it's 28-7, and Japan offensively flexing their muscle once again. And while the yardage might be close or even, you've never gotten the sense Mexico's been in this game at any point, as they've been into the red zone just 1 time. Well, they did score, but it's all been Japan and seemingly the high-power offense that they've been able to put together.
Yeah, Mexico has never really threatened here in the game. You never got that feeling that Mexico was going to make that big surge, maybe midway the 3rd quarter, but a good look there at the Japanese players, giving a shout out back home to Japan, and we've got a lot of followers of Japan on our Facebook and Twitter.
He's a happy man. Look at that smile.
That last
the old day, you're playing football in the United States. You just got a touchdown in the World Championships, and it looks as though your team now has momentum here in the 4th quarter. Not that they've lost it at any time, but the momentum to get into the medal game. It's a good day.
Yeah, and that last drive for 10, 5 plays, 38 yards, 3:56 off the clock, and a 1-yard run by Takawa.
Here's the kick. Taken in the end zone, and for the first time today, we're going to have one of the deep backs down the football. We at Big Time Sports are proud partners with USA Football and ESPN in producing all 12 USA World Championship games. The Big Sports Network brings you the best in by television, radio, mobile app, online. Catch all the action on Big Time Sports. Go to www.BigTimeSportsOhio or catch us on our mobile app at B. It's absolutely free. Download now on your smartphone. BS Ohio mobile app. You can see games, interviews, scores, and more. Mexico down 27. Got to get on it and get on it in a hurry. Now a little crossing pattern across the middle. Short route's going to turn into a big game. They'll move the chains and stop the clock. Pass was pulled in by the wide.
Gonzalez, number 89. Nice job. Gonzalez does a nice job of pulling it in with one hand, dragging across the field.
Vallejo Gonzalez with the reception. They'll move the chains. Hurry up offense. Again, quick completion. And getting out of bounds. There's a fan from Mexico. She hasn't given up yet.
They brought up about 150 fans here to the United States to cheer the team. The players, 4 or 5 of the players were able to bring their wives and children up as well.
Well, they've made it into the final round, win or lose.
They're going to be playing for a medal. Both of the teams are going to be playing for a medal.
Mexico already with 2 silver medals in the first 5 years of this competition. As far as medaling goes, Japan a perfect 4 of 4. They've got 2 golds, having won the first. They lost to the United States in the 3rd World Championship and were a bronze recipient 4 years ago. Here's a pitch, sticks to the hand, never really gets to the running. He'll take it on one hop.
It's never good. You got to field the ball like a shortstop if you're the pitch man.
Yeah, Amea able to pick that up on the first bounce. Good job concentrating on that, not worrying about the defender.
Quarterback there wasn't ever able to make a pitch. The ball just dropped out of hands. They say when you want to read your wristwatch on your arm, he just kind of dropped it down to the ground.
So Vega, empty backfield, looking down the field, still looking down the field. He's got his man crossing pattern for a first down. Very close. On the reception for Mexico is Diego Diamantes.
Diamantes with another catch tonight. We've called his name a few times.
They'll spot him with the first down. Not really all important about the first down. Now Mexico's going to move the ball, get into the end zone, trailing 28%. Time running out here in Canton.
They seem to be in pretty good rhythm here with this no-huddle offense.
Play action fake to nobody by Vega. He's got a man wide open. In and out through the arms. Incomplete. Oh, well thrown ball. But Diego Diamantes did not come up with it.
A couple of times tonight we've seen that, but the ball has just slipped through the hands of the Mexican wide receivers. Hit him right in the hands. Good protection right here. He gets stepping up in the pocket. It's a perfect throw, Tom. Diamantes is the only one who can catch it right over the shoulder, lay right in that sweet pocket. And he just got to reel that in.
And Sushi Fujita was there step for step defensively for Japan. To stop the clock, that's the good thing. Here's another pass, opposite side. Got a man wide open. Touchdown Mexico, but hold everything.
There's some laundry down the field.
Another flag at 50-yard line where you might think it'd be holding may negate this. Berto Salazar touchdown. Let's wait to see the call.
Salazar with the catch.
The officials are discussing.
Yeah, would have been a 46-yard touchdown reception, but hold everything. They seems to think this is going to go against Japan. He's signaling touchdown. Salazar walking all the way back to the line of scrimmage, signaling the same. Let's wait for the call.
Number 59 offense. Then your penalty. Second down.
And that sums up that look by head coach for Mexico, Raul Rivera.
Says it all.
Says it all for his team today. Self-inflicted injuries throughout. And I mean of the penalty, mental, and physical variety. Pass over middle is complete near the 48. The reception for Mexico is Joseph Olgin.
Take a look at the penalty numbers. Just 300 for 30 yards, all come in the first quarter. For Mexico, 12 penalties and 7 yards.
We're down under 6 minutes remaining. Third and long. Under pressure. They're setting everybody down. Goes Vega.
Good pressure here by the Japanese defense as they bring the noise early on. Getting the sack there.
Ryota. Takahashi.
And then bringing the pressure on this Japanese defense. Blows by. No one even touches him coming off that corner blitz. But here's something, Tom. For Japan, playing in his 5th World Championship, Yoshio Wakasaki playing in his World Championship, 46 years old.
How about that? He's been a part of all of them. and he may find himself in another gold medal game. I think the quarterback's arm, Vega, was hit as he was coming for it, and that's an easy pick on a wounded duck floating over the secondary, pulled in by Maya.
Maya getting the interception, getting the ball back to Japan. You know, you talk about Japan only having 3 penalties for 30 yards. Talking with head coach Maya, you get a good look at him there for Japan. He talked about the discipline fact. You're going to see Vega get hit there, causes the wounded duck. And the first thing they said is that the discipline in the Japanese culture as they go back into their flow set, and we'll get to more of that after play.
From center, handoff. We've got a new quarterback in for Team Japan is number 19, Katsuya Nagakawa. We've seen a wide receiver today. Katsuya Nagakawa is in at quarter for Japan.
Talking with Coach Mori, I said, how does football play into the Japanese culture? He said the warrior aspect, the samurai aspect, and the discipline. You talk about the samurai, you look them up, you study, you always talk about the freedom of movement, whether it be in their style of fighting, whether it be in their arm. And you see that here in this flexbone style offense they're running now, and you see that in the spread style of offense run, where the quarterback has a lot of freedom to make decisions and to be flexible in what he does.
Nagakawa on the pitch from the option, not much running room, but now Japan just wants to eat clock. At 28-7 advantage, to take time off the clock. They're very happy to run the football.
And if you want an offense to take time off the clock, it's this triple threat option seen here in the United States with Air Force and Navy with that ground assault, where they're going to hold the ball for sometimes an entire quarter at a time.
When you look at the quarterbacks previously, you had Shohei Kato, who was throwing it all over, and then came in and another nice job after taking over starting role by Tetsuya Takada. And now you're looking at their running quarterback on the option. Nice cut, very close to a first down. He'll push it forward, but I think he's going to be just shy. And here are most valued players coming up. We'll announce them shortly.
We're going to have a timeout by Mexico.
Mexico's going to take
that is their first
timeout to momentarily. Let's take a look at our play of the game while these teams talk things over with 3:02 remaining. And this highlight game brought to you by Huddle, the official video solutions partner, USA Football.
It's a great reception, catches it, going to 71 yards by Carriara, takes it all the way to the end zone. That's your Huddle highlight of the game.
And they got it done early, 70 yards, and that put them up. Having some fun, why not, on a beautiful day in Canton, Ohio. That is our highlight of the game brought to you by Huddle, the official video solutions partner of USA Football.
When you look at the history of football in Japan, brought to Japan since the 1930s by a missionary, Paul Rouge, and it's very interesting once you get into the story of him, the idea of him starting football in the 1930s in Japan, took a break during World War II, brought it back afterwards, the X in Japan, the top football league in Japan, over 160 universities in Japan play football, as well as over 400 high schools in Japan play football as well.
Now they'll bring on the player with 3:02 remaining following Mexico timeout to stop the clock. To his right, little Pooch going to try to see if he can get the roll, and he does. Going to trickle inside the 20-yard line. Nice job by Shintaro Ski.
And again, another style of punting we've seen of the Japanese team. They run a regular punt with a drop. They've ran the run. They've ran out of several different formations. A lot of different options here for this Japanese team.
And there, look at the Japanese MVP quarterback, Tetsuya Takada. He's early on the second play of the game. It turns into your MVP.
And Tom, just a situation of next man up. Someone's down. We're going to pull somebody, put him in that spot.
Raul San Roman, who had a touchdown catch, but played second, the first and second quarter at quarterback. So he is your MVP for Mexico. He'll be awarded at the conclusion of today's game.
Sauer coming in, making the sack for Japan.
Yeah, they're just pinning their ears back now. They're flying to the football. Nothing to worry about, 28-7. Defensive issues continue for Mexico.
And defensive lineman, this is what you pin your ears back. You're looking at the quarterback. You're trying to get that kill shot.
Over the defense, picked off, headed the other direction. is the defensive back. Does he get in the end zone? No, they're going to say he's out at the 3. The interception by Takeshi Miyake.
Miyake with the interception almost takes it back to the house, but he steps out of bounds at the yard line.
And he was lobbying for the touchdown. He the judge. Let's see if he gets in or not.
This ball hawking defense of Japan stepping right in front, biting the route. It's going to be close. Going to sidestep sideline.
Yes,
yep,
he
does.
Called by the official on the far side. He did step out of bounds before diving into the end zone with interception. He was hoping to get the pick 6, but it's not going to happen. It'll turn it over to his Kohasan offense. And back into the starting role at quarterback is Tetsuo Takada.
Double tight formation again.
Here we go from the I. Short yardage offense.
Balanced.
Man in motion comes left on the right hash. Hand off. Left side. Looks like he is. Touchdown, Japan.
Japan, nice job making some adjustments there on the offensive line. They start out in double tight, step the wing up, step the opposite man off, go and balance, and just put ahead. Take a look there. Nothing fancy about that. That's just man on man, body on body, straight ahead, smash mouth football.
Yeah, they brought in the big back, Taku, him as a defense back, but he's also their big back they use, and they put him in the short yardage situations, and he powers his way into the end zone for the touchdown following that interception by Takeshi Miyake. On for the extra point. For a perfect 5 of 5 on the afternoon, and it is up and good. After a struggle in the third quarter where Mexico outscored Japan 7-0, Japan is Ward back to take control of this contest. They lead it 35-7 with just under 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. Another game coming up. It looks as though Japan is a lock to advance, and they will be into the gold medal round. And the gold medal contest, I should say. They will take on the winner of the USA and France, which is an upcoming game. Late tonight, 7 o'clock scheduled kickoff here in camp. 3 games a day. And Troy, we were talking a little bit earlier on our show that, this is difficult. This is not like an Olympic sport where you run a preliminary in the 100-yard dash and you come back a couple of days later and run another preliminary. This is contact, full contact, and these guys are playing the equivalency of 2 games a week.
Yeah, and I would say international players about that. For them, that's common practice. It doesn't matter what the sport grew up, whether it was football, whether it was rugby, Aussie rules football. That's just how you do it. For the Americans here, I think we're kind of spoiled where you play one Friday night or Saturday or Sunday and you come back a week later and play. For international play, this is pretty much the rule of thumb.
Now, 45-man rosters, and again, you're going to use just about everybody on that 45-man roster. In a series like this, where in 10 days you're going to play 4 games.
And I know, talking with all the international coaches, they want to see football as an Olympic sport in 2024. They're hoping that Boston gets the bid. There'll be more push on the IOC to make football an Olympic sport. I know for the countries like Australia and South Korea, if it comes to a sport, their government will start to do funding for them so that they can upgrade facilities.
Vega back to pass, airs it out, beautiful spiral, but his receiver had cut route short, and it's overthrown. Does stop the clock with 1:53 remaining. First and second and third and fourth downs really irrelevant right now for Mexico, trailing 35-7.
They're just trying to put the ball in the end zone, try to get a little momentum back, look on something positive going into that bronze medal game on Saturday, which will be played at 3:30. Vega,
2-step drop, under pressure, step up, sees a man over the middle, caught, but a penalty flag. It's going to be offensive or defensive interference. There was contact back near midfield, but the pass is completed to Herberto Salazar.
Salazar, big target, 6'3", 215 pounds.
He's made nice catches and shown the ability to get open. He had touchdown negated, 4 yards on that reception.
20 from the defense. That penalty is declined. Play results in a first down.
Mexico right at the line of scrimmage. They're ready to snap the ball and get going. You're going to see Salazar drag across the field here. Nice dart. Vega perfectly hits him right in the hands.
Interference, contact between the defender and the offensive man. 10 yards behind that play. That one is tipped in the air and intercepted off the hand of the intended receiver, Sam. Goes right into the hands of the defender, Masayoshi Shikata.
Sakara there getting an interception to off a great defensive play by the Japs as they flush the quarterback pocket right there, and he's just going to go down right at the 40-yard line. Couple of kneels here, and that's going to take care of the ball game.
Sakara coming over to help out. Knocked it off the hands of the intended receiver, Sanro. And the quarterback will take the snap. He'll take a knee. I doubt that Mecca will try to stick the clock. Do have 2 timeouts remaining. They're going to let it run. And Japan will advance to the gold medal game. And for Japan, it will be the 4th gold medal contest in 5 appearances in the 5 championships that have been played in this World Championship for the International Federation of American Football. Won the first 2 golds, a silver when they to the United States. They won a bronze 4 years ago in 2011.
And Tom, you said it, where teams will be playing 4 games in the span of 10 days. Well, Japan 5, so their game Saturday is only going to be their 3rd game. For France or the United States, it will be the 4th game that will be playing in 10 games. So Japan has played 1 than the United States or France.
The teams exchange handshakes and hugs on the field. That's one thing in this international competition. Fierce the rivalry on the field. Great sportsmanship always during international events. Japan advances to the gold medal round with a win over Mexico. They are 4-0 against Mexico. We'll await the winner of the United States and France coming up next.